Hey guys, Blu-ray Gamer 22 here with another collection update. Now it's been about 2 months. I didn't do an update last month, but this month I just trying to do both months, June and July, together. So let's just get started. So first off is Ghostbusters 1 and 2. This is the DG book. It's pretty nice. I got it for cheap at Best Buy. You saw my trip. And yeah, besides the packaging is kind of hard to get the second disc out. Besides that, it's a pretty good release. Yeah, just they're both fun movies. What can I say? They're super popular, iconic. Next is First Man. You saw this a few months ago when I went. Well, actually, no, you didn't see it. I didn't film my trip to Target. I filmed my trip to Walmart. That I went like immediately after. I just didn't film the Target one. I don't have enough film in my phone. But yeah, I did mention it while I was in the car that I did pick this up at Target. It was a good thing because I was planning that trip to that Walmart, which is another part of town, because it's one of the biggest Walmarts I've seen, and yeah, I just wanted to check it out, see if the selection was any different. But unfortunately, the section was actually under construction because there wasn't really any TVs or anything. It was just like a few, like like those middle stands, that you usually see at Walmart. Those small middle stands. There were like two of them, and there were like only a few movies. But yeah, so it was kind of a waste of a trip. But I did pick up this, so that was good. Uh, I got the three Underworld movies, three of them actually only. So Underworld, like 2 months ago when Netflix put them out, I checked them out. I did like the first one. I got this Evolution. I kind of like the first half of this, but the second half it just kind of fell apart. I didn't like the second half as much, and I actually got Underworld Awakening. I saw the third one on Netflix. It was all right, but I was actually looking for Awakening, couldn't find it anywhere. But I just like looked on eBay, and a seller had like a sale, like a two for three. Buy two Blu-rays get one free. So I just picked this one and Evolution up, and I picked up some other movie. So yeah, check those eBay sales out when they're having sales. Those two for three tend to be really good. Uh, Next one is Cleopatra. I bought this at Best Buy, as you saw. It was a pretty good movie. It actually looks very, very nice in Blu-ray. This came out in 1963, but man, it looks incredible in on the Blu-ray release. Yeah, very, very, very good movie. If you like historic movies, definitely check this one out. It is like a 5-hour movie, so be prepared. You're gonna have to watch it in like two sittings. Yeah, I watched it in two. But yeah, just if you ever see this one, pick this up. Great movie. Next is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Uh, I already mentioned to you that the only reason I even knew of this is because Little Karibo with his Yu-Gi-Oh! British series, he like references so many movies, and that was the only reason why I picked this up. But it was a very fun movie. Definitely check this one out if you haven't seen it. Like in is it 80s or 90s? I think it's 90s, 1992. But it does kind of feel like an 80s movies. Next is Otis Uncut. This one I bought at Dollar General. I was actually planning to pass on this, but upon further inspection, I read the back and just decided to pick this up. And man, it's definitely a fun one. So if you ever see these at like Dollar General or Big Lots, it's like this is something that Big Lots will carry. Definitely pick it up. It's a fun movie. It's about like serial killer, but it doesn't take itself too seriously. It has some comedy in it. So if you ever see it for cheap or like Dollar Tree or something, or like a thrift store, pick this one up. It's a kind of fun one. Next, I got the Hangover. It was my trip to Walmart. I saw this one like 3 months ago on Netflix. When it was on there, I just really, really enjoyed this one. Uh, Yeah, and I forgot what the guy's name, the dentist is. Now, does he kind of look like McLovin from Superbad? You know, from the first time I saw him, I thought he looked just like him, like an adult version of him, and it was kind of pretty funny, you know. But fun movie. If you ever see this one on sale, it was on my local Walmart for sale, so pick this one up if you haven't seen it. Now, this was a more recent pickup. Bought this last week. The Hangover Part Two. So I actually went to Dollar General like after my trip, like a few days afterwards, and just to see if they had anything else. And I did find the Hangover Part Two. Now I had seen this one at Dollar General the day I went to film in there, but it was like in another section. It was all opened up, the plastic was ripped. It was open from the inside. The discs were loose inside. I was like, yeah, I'm not buying that one. It's probably all scratched up or something. So I went back a few days and I saw this one on the irregular section. And the first thing I did, I just went to the other section just to see if they had repackaged it or something. But the other one was still there. The one was all open and teared up. So I just picked this one up. I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure it wasn't that they just didn't like repackage that one. So I didn't get like all the discs all scratched up. But yeah, it was a fun movie. It kind of followed like the same tropes as the first one, but this one takes in Bangkok, Thailand. It's definitely a fun one. Not as good as the first one, but it's still pretty good. If you ever see this one at like a pawn shop or something, just pick it up. Next is The Shining. Iconic. What can I say? I bought this one at Walmart. It was very cheap. So yeah, just if you ever see this one, pick it up. I think there's a 4K of that. I'm not exactly sure. Next is Dirty Dancing. Now this was the one I picked up at that Walmart I mentioned earlier. The one that was in another part of town. That a huge Walmart. But yeah, thankfully I found something there because as I mentioned before, it was under construction. But I did find this for $5. Now this was another one that I bought because I think Little Korea referenced it in his videos, and I just decided to check it out. You know, I mean, these are chick flicks, but they're just really, they're really enjoyable. Just if you see them, watch them. If you ever see them at like Walmart or something for cheap, definitely pick them up there. They're definitely enjoyable, both of them actually. So next was Dead Note. This is a very very good series. I was very fortunate to find this at Walmart. It was $15, so if you're into anime, you know that it's kind of hard to find like complete series. For that price, they're normally like $30 plus for a complete series. But yeah, so if you ever see this one, pick this one up. It's very very. This series just hooks you. And I'm not even like someone who binges stuff, but this one you just wanna after a first episode, you just wanna watch the next ones, and it really hooks you from the get go. Next is Sound of Phonium. Found this at Walmart. I had seen the series, and this is the movie. So yeah, if you see this one, it's definitely enjoyable. So pick it up. Next is Labyrinth, another movie which Little Creeper referenced. I think it was in episode 19 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Yeah, so this is like a kind of like a musical thing. It's very very enjoyable. I watched it last Friday. This is definitely like something you watch at night. David Bowie, Jennifer Connelly. Just this is definitely a pickup. Very famous movie. So next is The Hidden Berg. I still haven't opened it. At Dollar General. This is like a 2-hour movie, so I definitely had to make time for this. So yeah, I can't say anything about it. For $3.95, I'll give it a shot. Madagascar 2. I still haven't opened this one. This was a Dollar Tree pickup. For $1, I'll buy most Blu-rays. But yeah, so I'm waiting to see the first one. The first one I saw like 15 years ago. Yeah, so I don't remember anything about it. I saw it like once in my friend's house. But yeah, I'm planning to rewatch the first one before I watch this one. Next is Hubble with a shotgun. Haven't opened it yet. Haven't gotten around to it. This is another Dollar Tree pickup. Hey guys, so I ran out of film, so I'm filming with my phone camera. Now this one doesn't have as much film, so I'm gonna just rush through these last ones. Now Hubble with a shotgun. You know, Dollar Tree pickup. Name is too ridiculous. I couldn't pass it up. Uh, Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows steelbook. You know, for $4. And it was in pretty good condition, so decided to pick it up. Stanley's Mighty Seven. Mainly picked it up for Stanley. You know, rest in peace, Stanley. The animation was kind of rough, but you know, it is what it is. Bakugan Battle Brawlers. I told you the history I have with this series already. I did have the little Bakugans when I was growing up, but yeah, Volume One. So I had to pick it up. Great White Shark, a Living Legend. You know, I love sharks, love shark movies. This is like a documentary, like one of those nature shows. Yeah, for $1, had to pick it up. News Radio seasons 1 and 2. Oh, this is a very, very good series. Found at Dollar General. There's a good cast. There's a very young Joe Rogan in there. Yeah, so for $2, had to pick it up. Justice League Gods and Monsters. You know, this one was very, very good. One of my favorite DC animated movies. You know, kind of dark, but if you ever see a Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Big Lots, pick it up. All Star Superman. You know, it wasn't too big on it. Too many things going on. I couldn't get into it. But you know, for $1, it was definitely worth the pickup. Chico and Guapo for $2, had to pick it up. Haven't seen it. It's an all MTV series. And last is the Ben Stiller Show. Found it for $1 at Dollar Tree. You know, the packaging is kind of rough. You know, it had been sitting on the shelf for a long time. You know, maybe from store to store. There's like a knife. Someone knifed it. You know, probably to take out the original packaging and rewrap it. But yeah, but just a bunch of skits. It's overall pretty good. But yeah, so that was my June July update. So you know, I might be doing this. I don't know if next month or maybe in another 2 months So I have enough stuff to talk about. But yeah, so for now that's about it. So please comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.